hot and muggy in California, Dwarfin. You don't know what hot and muggy is until you've had an English summer. I can't. When it comes out the fridge, the lid's always slippy and I can't ever get it open. Oop. Oh. This is the content you're here for. There you go. Good evening, everybody. Oh, that's a fucking piffling amount. That's the last of the Vikings' blood. I need to now phone the guy from Nidhogger. He wants to send us mead for the channel.
When I was in York, I was going to grab you a bottle of that, but
I need to phone the guy on Monday and be like, hey, I'm drinking this stuff now. Because I was like, I wanted to get through the Vikings' blood that I'd bought first. Because just as I started talking to him, I think I just bought 4 bottles. So I was like, let me get through this stuff first. So, hey evening. Hey evening. Hey everyone. Good evening. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining us on this. It's been quite a nice day actually. And the temperature's dropped a little bit.
I know. I just went upstairs to get my glasses and it wasn't a sauna.
Yeah, it didn't melt you immediately. It's like, I think I've actually, for the first time in probably this week, I'm actually excited for bedtime. Because I think you and I are going to pass out. They're both absolutely exhausted. The problem is when the temperature drops a little bit, your body goes, oh, I can sleep now, sleep now, sleep now.
Doing it now. Good night, Vienna.
Good night. If you haven't already, please make sure you smash all the magical YouTube buttons for us. Hit the like button if you enjoy the content, smash subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification icon if you want to be notified every single time we go live or drop a new video. Thank you so much to everybody who's a member, who gets notified in Discord. If you aren't a member and you're watching this live or on demand, you can get better notifications by being in Discord if you're a member of the channel and you hit the 40k reaction roll, which will let you know every single time we go live. I need to change the reaction rolls. It's not 40k anymore. We do AOS. It needs to be like a stream reaction roll or something. I'm not sure how we'll make that work, but we'll make that work sometime soon. But thank you so much, you wonderful people. Tonight's membership stream goal thing, kick off August fund, because it's the 2nd of August. It's the 2nd of August. It's August, Luce.
I know. I said that to James in our chit chat. I said, God, it's August, and he was like, honestly. Yesterday it was April.
I have no idea where this year has disappeared to.
Yeah, I always think as soon as we've got Grandma's birthday done, then it just seems to be that the summer goes, and then you get Halloween bonfire night, and then the Christmas countdown. But really, the Christmas stuff will start appearing in the shops relatively soon.
Yeah, well, yeah. There's already back to school stuff in the shops. Yeah. Anywho, 34% humidity out. That's not humid. What's ours normally? About 95%.
Yeah, it's like 80-90%.
Add a separate AOS reaction roll. That might be worth doing. Datsun does. But it's indiscriminate when it's... So I can't... No, that won't work, actually. I'd have to manually announce every stream rather than let the bot do it, because the bot doesn't differentiate between what game system we're making on stream. It just announces it. So, we'll see. Anywho, tonight's a fun one. I was in a bit of a grump last night. I'm sure if you've watched the game stream, you're probably aware. I was in a bit of a grump last night after we had finished the Liam and Joe show. I then read the rules update. I then went on stream, and I was not in a happy place after reading the rules update. Then the game, I just fucking hate it now, currently, in its current form. It epitomised everything I don't like about this current edition of the game, with rerolls and ridiculous save combinations and fucking... It's just shit. So I thought tonight we'd have a bit of a fun one, and I had a couple of ideas. However, this idea can be attributed to my darling lady wife over there. It's not my idea. It's your idea.
So my idea was, if you could make a reality TV show that followed one man or one small team throughout the year of building, painting, having a few games, and then, because most reality TV shows have a big crescendo at the end, what's the event, finishes at something like the LVO, what would you call it?
Yeah. Or, which I love that, by the way, or what we can do is we can come up with crazy reality TV shows in the Warhammer universe narratively, which is also loads of fun.
Are they allowed to watch TV in the 40k universe?
Or we could do game shows as well. It doesn't have to be reality TV at this point. I just try to make something that's 90 minutes worth of content. So there you go. Throw it at me, right? Thank you so much, by the way, Alex Gourlay and Awful Gamer, for kicking off August Fund with 5 gifted each. Luce has written your names down for the hat tricks. You're amazing. Thank you so much, you beautiful humans. The hen gifted off the bat is amazing. We love you. I didn't notice. It's just, I made that problem easy, Liam. I set alarms on my phone for every show is scheduled and just watch them all. Can't miss one if you're there for all of them. Mike, I love you. He's a Thane now. He's in the Only Thanes.
In Thane in the membrane.
He's in Thane, yeah. What a legend. What a fucking hero.
In the brain.
I noticed they don't say simplified, not simple anymore. They can't, Des, can they? They can't. The Death Watch reality show, each episode shows one character's evolution. It could be cool though. Like I like this part of this was born out of the fact that we did 40k back. How rude.
Warhammer 40k was already a reality show in HH.
Was it? Thanks for that too. Was it? Was it? Yeah, so we did this. We did the 40k band names a while ago.
And as we had S Club 8 Bound, which is my personal favourite, and Abaddon, then I thought we should tap them up again for some more names because they were great. The band name episode was brilliant.
Yeah, Chris, by the way, thank you, you legend. If you want to type the proper one, you need the E in snipe. Otherwise, you've just told everyone to snip you. You're one letter off, mate. You need the extra letter and you're good. Right, one more letter for snipe me. Otherwise, everyone's just coming at you with safety scissors right now.
Or a free vasectomy.
And it is safety scissors because this group's not allowed real scissors. All right, they can't be trusted with real scissors. We have today also, excitingly, we have figured out the date for the Spearhead. What's the word I'm looking for? The Spearhead boot camp for the Thanes that we're holding. If you want to get involved in a Spearhead boot camp, which is a special type of event, you need to be in the Thanes, you beautiful people. Right? 40k Undercover Boss has so much potential. What a great show. The Traitor seems like an apt show for 40k. It does. The Traitors fits though. No change required. If Warhammer was a reality show, it would get cancelled after the first season. Why, Kai? Because of its brutality? Because of its violence?
Hope your mood has pivoted.
Fuck
Playful face. X.
You finished that fucking edit yet, Dan? Thanks for the 2, dude. Love you. Good show would be release of Space Wolves where contestants run away from the wolf.
What's in the box? One man's campaign against fun Warhammer. 24/7 365 camera following a bloke around, watching him ruin it for everyone else.
I'm not saying a fucking word, Sean. Amazing. Ginger Yeti, thank you for upgrading to Jarl tier. Chris has successfully written now snipe me. He doesn't want people to snip him anymore. So can we gift Chris a membership chat and get him in Discord? I say it because other people treat each other. Ah.
A show revolving around the High Lords of Terror all doing their jobs or not and all the shit they do on the side, under the table, vying for power.
I love the idea of 40k reality TV shows.
Yeah, and it's because at dinner I was going, Dog the Bounty Hunter.
I'd never watched that show. I've never watched that. I know who Dog the Bounty Hunter is, but I've never watched the show.
How do you know who he is if you never watched it?
So I'm aware of the show. I just never watched the show.
I first saw Dog the Bounty Hunter when I was
sings it every time, by the way.
I was home during the day. I think I'd just finished a GCSE exam that I know I failed, and I sat there thinking, how can I turn this frown upside down? What's on telly? I'm not normally home at this time. And daytime TV was pretty crap, and then Dog the Bounty Hunter came on.
The Only Way is Eisenhorn. It's a great show. The Only Way is Eisenhorn is great. Neil, thank you for 5 gifted memberships. You beautiful, beautiful human. Yeah, we've got more. Thank you so much, man. You're a legend. The Primarchs are other characters, but it's Emmerdale. I love it. Primarchs do a great British Bake Off. Who wins those Sticky Fingers? Great name, by the way. Sticky Fingers is a great name, especially in this weather. Evan, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Lucy's right. I love the fact that every single stream you are committed to writing down for hat tricks.
Do you know why?
Why?
It's because on our New Year's Eve stream, I'm going to get out all my bits of paper from everybody who's ever hat tricked just to say a massive, massive thank you. That I've been writing you down every time.
I'm a fan. Thank you so much, Evan, for the 5 gifted. Puts us on 21 of the finest members. Lizard lick towing, but with orcs. A reality show about psychics trying not to be detected and fed to the Astronomicon. It'd be like, what was the show they did here with the MI5 tracking people?
Oh, Hunted?
Hunted. It'd be like Hunted, but with psychers. I'm here for that. Maddest reality TV I've seen is Lizard Lick Towing series was bonkers. Yeah, we'll do it with orcs. I said, Morning Hammer, thank you for the 5 gifted. Come on, chat. 100 early, like yesterday. Come on, chat. We can do it. Didn't notice you went live here. You good? I'm good, man.
Top Gear but with orcs.
Who's Clarkson? Is that Gazgol? 40k border control. Officer opens a bag and gets attacked by a fucking plant.
DIY SOS style program with Rogel building.
Flesh Eater Court's reality show would be hilarious. One cameraman records/edits the reality of the delusion. The other records the actual reality.
It's almost like the Truman Show with Flesh Eater Courts. I'm here for that. Flesh Eater Courts are zombies essentially in Age of Sigmar. Right? They're all like dying death faction, and they're all like disease, decaying skin zombie people. But they don't think they're disease, skin, decaying people. They think they're like nobility.
Okay.
So they all think they've got fancy hats on and stuff, but they're actually dead people.
So
walking
what's
around.
the show idea for that one?
The show idea for that one is like a Truman Show. So you record it from their perspective, being all fancy and lord-like, and then you film it from the outside where they're all decaying and dying and rotting.
So what about then? There's a show. I think it's called something glow up, but it's where
something dark side. something dark side.
But it's where they use like fake tan and hair and makeup and stuff to look, I guess, flawless.
2024 women then. Okay.
So that army of decaying things, but doing a glow up.
Yeah, I'm here for that.
Or like something's next top model, but with those. They're thin enough.
Stick Monkey, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships, you beautiful hero. Takeshi's Castle, but with Primarchs.
Crystal Maze.
Crystal Meth Maze? That guy was on that.
But with Space Marines. Imagine a big bulky Space Marine.
Couldn't fit in. Just gets wedged in the fucking gap.
All the money's sticking to him.
Amazing. Embarrassing bodies with the Emperor's children. I don't think...
That's that show with all the willies. That's the one.
That's how Luce knows that show, chat. That's what she's watching every Tuesday and Thursday. I get home from the street, and that's what she's got on the telly.
I first spotted that when I was doing the night feed with Ben, waiting for Gogglebox. Don't know what time in the morning it was, but I turned on and I went, "Oh my, Ben!" I didn't think porn clicked over anymore. I thought you had to pay for it.
It was Embarrassing Bodies and Naked Attraction. That was the other one. Did you ever watch
that's where you go and see the doctor, isn't it?
Embarrassing Bodies is seeing the doctor, yeah.
That's where you're going to see the doctor. Naked Attraction was the one with the willies.
Naked Attraction is the weird one where they stand behind like a glass screen and it goes up from like the bottom.
So then it would just be cruel to do that with Space Marines because they're not allowed them. They're not allowed to be aroused. They're not allowed it.
I don't know if they have the anatomy anymore. I'm not sure.
So it could be like a day out for them then, to see it, to reminisce. Do you remember the time we had one?
Yeah.
This is what it looked like.
All the curtains go up, it's just no penis. Anywhere.
Anatomically incorrect.
Yeah. Kerry can't stick around, sadly. You wanted to drop and say you're a legend in love. Oh, love you too, man. Hope you're good.
Motorway police, but ultramarines.
That fits. Stick Monkey. Narratively fits. Fits. Robot Wars with Admech versus Orcs. What about Necrons? I don't get to play in Robot Wars.
Scrap Heap Challenge Orcs versus Admech Gold Rush. Vote an SAS who dares wins. God.
Vote an SAS.
Is there a psychic army?
There's a few, yeah, why?
Something like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
That's not fair.
Well, they're not allowed to play.
So what was the point in the reality TV show then?
Because it's the one show that you have to exclude. We have to exclude them. We're psychic. They're not allowed to play.
You play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire with Eldar, who are psychic and can see the future, but they have to answer 3 questions ahead.
Are they allowed to spin the lottery wheel? They're not allowed to buy a ticket, but they're allowed to do
get me out of
Camelot.
here. David Attenborough on Nids. Yeah, we could do a nature series just on Tyranids. Because of Dragons, thank you for becoming a Skull tier member. Stick Monkey, don't say thank you for the 5 as well. Thank you so much, man. We're up to 32 already, you beautiful humans. Come on, we can do it in the first half an hour, I reckon. I believe in you. It's August. Everyone's been paid. I believe in you. Got half an hour to make me calm.
Make me calm?
Make me calm, yeah.
Why
The first week or 2 of the month is always nerve-inducing because the revenue resets to 0. And YouTube goes, this is how much money you've made so far this month. 0. And then...
Yeah, that's a bit...
Yeah.
No.
You're like, yeah, that won't cover all the bills. 0 won't cover all the bills. Weird, that. Especially with the Joe. Are you smarter than an orc? Did you see that show, didn't they? Are you smarter than a 10-year-old? Did you ever watch that?
Are you smarter than a 10-year-old?
Lucy's job tonight is literally to sing theme tunes, by the way. Did you do the Crystal Maze one? Did you sing that one?
Da-na-na-na-na-na. I only know the first.
Careful,
few
we'll get a
bits.
copyright strike. Jesus. Can we not just have the Primark star as Celebrity Big Brother? Yes. Yes, we can. Oh, amazing.
Scrap heap challenge, but with Asherot.
What have you got a thing about him for?
I love him. I love him. He's my people. Is he a person?
I don't... Well, he's a space marine, isn't he?
Is he a percentage of a person?
I don't know. I don't know. Good night, folks. Bedtime for me. Back after the week from hell and a 6-hour trip home. Night, Kai. Look after yourself, dude. Hopefully you get some good rest. I need a good sleep tonight. Luce and I get incredibly excited on a Friday night. Not for that reason. Get your minds out the gutter. We get incredibly excited on a Friday night because the Friday night is a sign. What do we get to look forward to, Luce?
No alarm clock.
No
day.
alarm clock. Exactly. We have no alarm clock on a Saturday morning. Jesus Christ. I used to live in a world where I had no alarm clock any day, and it was like, this is great, but it's not, because you lose so much of your day by just staying in bed doing nothing. So since we started the whole gym routine and the fitness stuff, it's a 6 o'clock, 6:30 alarm every day now. So I don't really get the lay-in anymore until the weekend. Who do you think you are with Space Marine Successor chapters? Amazing. Who do you think you are? I'm here for it. Got talent with noise marines. Warhammer's got talent with noise marines. Is that a pleasant sound though? Is it a pleasant sound? I don't think it is a pleasant sound. Noise marines. Oh.
Cauldron show where Brock Grunson himself purchases shares in failing businesses, then tries to make them profitable again.
Marsander, thank you for 5 gifted memberships. You beautiful human. I, Jizz and Cruel Boys are forced to live together. I jinx and
Dr. Nurgle Popper with Mortarian.
What is there?
Dr. Nurgle Poppers.
Pimple Popper.
Dr. Pimple Popper,
That's
yeah.
amazing.
Some of the worst thing about this is, right, we're putting stupid 40k layers on reality TV shows or game shows, right? The worst part about this is some of these are actual shows that people watch, like Naked Attraction. That's a show that I have seen, or maybe twice in my life, and both times I'm like, how did this get the green light? How was this allowed? Dr. Pimple Popper's other one. What we're gonna do? We're gonna film a man squeezing spots.
But you learn loads.
Do you?
Yeah.
Or do people just watch for the sick fucking, oh yeah, bang, there it goes.
It must be a morbid fascination thing.
Is there any sound from the Got Talent shows a pleasant sound? Fair. Callus Marcy, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Popping off chat tonight already. Do we mention it, Luce? Do we mention the record?
No.
Oh, okay. Funhouse theme, go.
I don't know it. I don't know that one.
Did you not watch Funhouse?
When
with the
was
twins?
When was it on? What day of the week was it
Saturday
on?
morning.
No, I was watching cartoons. I know it. I was watching Pink Panther, Biker Mice from Mars.
I mean, Biker Mice from Mars is an acceptable alternative.
Yeah, and probably Thundercats with my brother.
Thundercats is also an
So,
acceptable alternative.
We had a schedule, babe. We had a schedule. We had to be up by this time with our Weetabix and
do you
undiluted
say
squash.
schedule or schedule?
Schedule.
Why do you say schedule?
I don't know.
Do you say school or shul?
Am I talking about fish or the building?
Well, they're spelled differently.
Well, shoal is fish, isn't it?
Yeah, which is SH.
But some people say school for fish.
Yeah, but
Some people do.
Brandon Lagasse, thank you for 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much. A whole lot of fun prizes to be won. Yeah, I know. Funhouse. She will know the Funhouse theme tune if she listened to it.
What
Why,
is
come on.
it then?
I'm not singing, Luce.
See?
Jesus Christ.
You don't know it. You don't know it.
I don't know the theme tune. I'm also not singing. Not a chance. Conan the Adventure on a Saturday morning most of my childhood. What did we used to watch? What the fuck was it called? SMTV? Saturday morning TV. Ant Deck, Cat Dealey.
So me and Dad used to watch the one with Holly Willoughby, and he used to say, "Can we watch the one with Holly Willoughby on it?"
Fair. I think
And
that's
I'd
what
be
most men call it.
Wow, Dad, wow.
It's a shock you're divorced.
Bless him.
Schedule. That's what I say.
Dog the Bounty Hunter with Neve Black Talon and Co.
I love some of these. Some of these need to happen. When they start doing the Warhammer content, they need to do some satirical shows just for laughs. That'd be
No,
amazing.
don't say they. We will do it. They haven't done it. We will get
Well,
there first.
I don't think I have the technology to make shows like this, Luce.
We know lawyers. They'll back us up.
I don't think they will. SMTV Live, yeah. Saturday morning television. Conan the Librarian. I never really watched the Magic Roundabout. We all love Kat Deely. She smiles on my TV. We all watch Kat Deely. She's on your TV. There, see. Chat now. Kamara's Got Talent. It's all slaves doing horrible things and people in the fighting pits. I need this tonight to help me sleep. To be honest with you. Saturday Morning Live with Gordon the Gopher. Oh yeah. Now in rehab for drug addiction. Gordon the Gopher is. He's a hand puppet, Scott. I don't know what to tell you. Pimp my ride with Sororitas. Bring an old rhino and drive home in The Exorcist. Right, hang on. Oh, hang on. What's this? Oh.
Four in a bed with Eldar.
This is like a leaky.
Do you not like it?
This one's phenomenal.
Oh, okay.
This one is sour cherry.
Ooh, the only sours thing I liked was apple sours. And I know it's not really alcohol. I'm sure there's many chemicals in there because the hangover was otherworldly. But I liked the apple sours and lemonade.
I started watching
cherry sours and Dr. Pepper was good.
I started watching a new Viking-esque show today.
Is it called what's it called?
Viking something.
No, it's not what I'm thinking.
It's on Netflix, and it's labelled as the sequel to the Vikings show that I watched about 4 times on Amazon. So I watched episode 1 of that today whilst I was cleaning up ghosts to take into the airbrushing booth before I started airbrushing ghosts. It's quite good.
Noel's house party. The details unimportant, but Mr. Blobby is the new quarters.
I'm also, by the way, opening a fresh bottle of mead and pouring myself some sour cherry mead because I watched a Vikings show and I built a Dark Oath miniature and I'm feeling super fucking Vikings right now, right? And then Luce is currently pouring tea. She is currently rock and roll Saturday, right? She's currently sat there in her kitchen pinny pouring tea out of a teapot.
Yeah. It's my Friday too.
When did I marry a fucking grandma? Vikings Valhalla. Yeah, I watched episode 1 today. I'm looking forward to it. It's got like currently it feels like it's got early Vikings kind of vibes to it, which is good because early Vikings good. Season 1, 2, 3, 4 good. Season 5, 6, 7 meh. I still enjoyed it. New Vikings Valhalla episode 1 good. The only thing that would let it down was the in the first few scenes where they're on the boats on the water, the graphics were a bit shit. But I can forgive that for now. Jerry Springer with the Primarchs and the Emperor. Jerry Springer would be great. Like Jerry, we had budget Jerry Springer. And we had Jeremy Kyle over, didn't we?
Yeah.
Will you have some tea, Liam? Oh, go on then. Oh, go on. You will. I don't drink now. I mean, I do drink tea, but not when it's after dark and I've got mead and my big Viking cup. Oh my God, that's sweet. You might actually like this. It's very sweet though. Would you like to try a bit? Would you like to try a bit of my sour cherry? Why not?
I don't want to.
Dark Oath, the Deathly Vikings. I built. He's in the garage because I airbrushed the black onto him today to base coat him. Because I promised Joe I would paint the Night Haunt, and I have started painting the Night Haunt, but my eye has been turned by Dark Oath miniatures because Dark Oath miniatures for Slaves to Darkness are just Warhammer Vikings, and they look fucking incredible. They've got axes, and round shields, and fur pelts, and I am fucking here for it. And I found one in the studio yesterday. So we did the Liam and Joe show, and I built some bits. And then I was like, I wonder what else we've got out in we've got a little stock area, which is slowly but surely getting condensed down, and there's stuff we're getting rid of, etc. And so I went and looked there, and there was a, hang on, I need to find the name of the model, because it's going to annoy me if I don't remember it. So if I go eBay, because I think the one that I found on the shelf was Joe's. So what I did was I picked it up, I took it, I bought another one on eBay, and I built it. It's called, because you'll know about this, Alec, man, I've got no doubt. Tolgar. Tolgar Split Eye, which is a Save the Darkness model.
My favorite come dine with me was the guy who did a pineapple crumble in a non-oven puff dish, smashed in the oven. He served it anyway. Mad love.
Served it anyway. It's called
Ooh.
Smash Crumble. New dish.
Did anyone have a crunchy bit?
I am a
Any plans for Great Hall Gathering 2025?
Hang on, Cass. I am a fan of an oven puff dish, by the way. We should all have an oven puff dish. 2025, there will almost definitely be a Great Hall Gathering. We're just waiting to get Hobby House up and running and open. The likelihood is that we should have at least the keys in the next, I reckon, 2 months. 2-3 months to build it. I reckon we'll have it open by the end of the year. But I'm aware I've said this about 3 years in a fucking row now. So we'll see. But the idea is that we'll hold those kind of gatherings there in my own venue, which would be amazing. So yeah, Tolgar Split Eye is this model. Hang on. Looks like this. There you go, chat. You see that? Ooh. That one. All right. If you're unsure because of the detail, it's a Warhammer commemorative series model. You can see it on my Instagram page. And it comes with 2 heads. You can build Tolgar Split Eye or you can build a chieftain. And I built the chieftain because he's bald head, big beard. He just looks like a fucking Viking. 2 axes in his hand, running pose. I was like, this is one of the most incredible, underrated models I've ever seen. Ever. So I built him yesterday. I just sat there, I was like, I want to build this little man. I found him, built him, and I was like, what an incredible little sculpt. He looks quite Viking. So I went and looked at all the Dark Oath miniatures. I was like, they all look really Viking. I can actually have Vikings on my game in a Warhammer world. That's amazing. Great Hall Gathering 2025. Like I said, we'll hope to do that at what's it called? At Warhammer Fest, I think. Not Warhammer Fest, sorry, at Hobby House in the future. So the idea is, yes, we are doing a Thanes Spearhead event this year, chat. We've planned it already. Well, we started planning it already. We've got a meeting about it tomorrow. And we have picked a weekend at the end of Did I say October? I did, didn't I? Weekend at the end of October.
Yeah.
More details coming in Thane soon. If you want to be a Thane, time is now. Tolgar was an anniversary model. He's basically a proxy for a Dark Oath chieftain. Yeah, he is. He's beautiful. Beautiful. It's awesome news regarding GHG 25. Yeah. Well, the thing is, so I would have liked to have done it at like Element or something, but they're booked up like 2 years in advance. So to be fair, we were supposed to probably have the contract signed and have the keys already. There's been a couple of little hiccups that are getting rectified. Things are going in the right direction. They are getting rectified. However, it's taking a little bit longer than we want, but such is life, such is business. It would be super cool. I think it would be super cool to hold the next Great Hall Gathering at Hobby House at my own venue. That'd be fucking amazing. So, can't wait, chat. Can't wait. Is this you justifying not painting an army? No, I'm painting the Nighthaunt. I put a picture in Thanes tonight of 10 Grimghast Reapers, 10 Chain Rasps, and I can't remember the Night of Shroud or something, all with the base black and base whites down. I'm just picking a colour now to use as a shade, and I can't decide whether I want to go Ice Blue or Sons of Horus Teal for the ghost colour. So I said to Luce, I had to put this question in Thanes in the end. I said to Luce, if you couldn't use white to paint ghosts, what colour would you use? Now, most people, when they think ghosts, they think cool palette. They think cold hues. Yeah. They go greens, blues, teals, maybe purples at push. Luce went brown.
No,
earthy.
I said brown and green, the earthy colours, brown and green. Like, make them look like... Because the thing with a ghost, the reason why a ghost is scary for me is because you see something move in your peripheral, but the idea that it could have been there the whole time, and the only reason you've seen it this time is because it chose to move. That's why a ghost is scary. Much like a spider. They're probably there the whole time, but they choose to move, and that's why you see them. So if you see something that could blend in the whole time, and then it moves, and it makes you second guess yourself, and is something there, or am I seeing things?
The thing is, I'm also building and painting Sylvaneth, which are wood elves, and they're all barks and browns and greens.
Oh.
So I don't want to do 2 armies of barks. Like, I don't hate the concept,
yeah,
but I don't want to do 2 armies of browns and greens. And I feel like with Ghosts, the narrative in all of the TV shows and films I've ever watched, the narrative behind Ghosts is as a ghost comes into the room temperature drops and it goes cold. So to represent that, I want a cold hue. So like a blue or a green or a teal fits that hue. I'm currently looking at layering Sons of Horus Blue over, or Sons of Horus Green, which is like a really lovely bluey, greeny, tealy colour. And I think that's the colour I'm going to go for my particular ghosts. and I can then go Lupercal green into the depths and the recesses. I can come out to a lighter colour. I don't know what that lighter colour will be, but I can go out to an edge highlight colour like a Cyberite green on the edges and stuff like that. So that's what we're going to do. But we'll see. Who knows? A Dark Oath is super cool. How much do you know about their lore? Fuck all, Elect Man. I may or may not have ordered the Dark Oath box from Element because they've still got them in stock. And in that was the Dark Oath Battle Tome from the previous edition. I'm hoping that's got lore in it. That's got lore in it. It might be coming tomorrow with Archaon. Who knows? Who knows? I just fucking love big models. Really love big models. Anyway, a brown ghost means it's good at scaring the shit out of people. Probably. Make your own head in 3D printed with different emotions. Print to make your custom space wolf of those heads. I just finished painting Fire Slayers. Too much flesh. I couldn't face dark. I mean, Fire Slayers are basically naked dwarfs. There's a lot of flesh to paint. They've got like loincloths and axes, and that's it. Dancing on ice with various characters, including the Avatar of Cain, as the underdog that wins it all. Dirty Chaos Hobos have never looked better. True. True story. Space Wolves behaving very badly. That's not even a game show anymore. That's just a TV show.
Or what about Motorway Police, but it's orcs in there. What do they drive?
Whatever they can fucking get to move.
Well, that could work then. Grand Theft Auto with orcs.
This is what I was telling you about the Titan Lear. My biggest model so far. Can't wait to crack into it in September. I love big models. I fucking love big models. I don't know. Slaves to the Army is not my army. However, I can give you a basic overview. How much do you know about the general AOS lore? Not a lot. Nothing. I'm learning everything from scratch, and it's one of the things I'm loving about AOS at the moment. One of the things that is making my AOS journey such a fucking beautiful journey is I've come into it with very minimal knowledge. So I knew a little bit about the fact that the Lumineth and the Ideneth and the Sylvaneth are all essentially elves. I knew a little bit about the fact that Slaanesh had consumed all the Eldar souls, and they've been rescued back, and the Ideneth of the first failed experiment. I know a little bit about the God King Sigmar and the Council of Gods. I know a little bit about the realm of Shaiish and the God of Death and Nagash. I know bits here and there. I don't know any real detail at all. And I'm currently listening to the Lady of Sorrows narrative audiobook. It's not an audiobook, but it is an audiobook. So it was written normally, but then it's been translated into audiobook on Audible. And listening to it and learning about the fact that there's a Cities of Sigmar essentially war band with a flesh eater court they brought along it's fucking great. I'm loving learning the lore from the start. It's when everything's like Mogul said it, when everything's brand new and it's fresh, I am loving it. I am loving this start to the lore and learning everything from scratch and learning all about the realms, and everything's brand new and everything's shiny. Nothing's established for me.
Okay.
I think that's super. I think one of the reasons why when I first read Lord of the Rings, which is before I watched the films, when I first read Lord of the Rings, I think that's one of the things I loved about that the most. Is that that was a completely new universe. And you learn about everything from scratch, and that's exciting.
I think it is. There's something wonderful about being totally new, and even better if no one around you knows it either. It's like when you take on a project, no one's around you to go, oh, that bit's really hard. You've got no idea how hard it is, so you have no idea how big the fail will be, if there will be one. Yeah. And you just kind of throw yourself into it.
That's with the AOS narrative. I can't just play the game. I need to learn the narrative, so I just throw myself into it and start reading bits here and there. Yeah. And I've not been like, I'm learning this faction first, and then this faction. I'm just like, that tickles my fancy, I'm going to listen to that. That tickles my fancy, I'm going to read that. That tickles my fancy, I'm going to read that. And I'm reading snippets here and there, and I'm not kind of bogging myself down by a specific faction and learning everything about that faction. And it's fucking wonderful. Yeah. And I don't know what it is about a fantasy setting that I love so much, but it just sings to me more than a sci-fi setting. And I said this to the Nightlife on air, right? I feel like the biggest thing about it is it's more within the realms of our actual imagination, kind of. So we're not talking spaceships the size of cities that float. Like, it's all lighthouses and graveyards, and it's things that you can go, oh, I know what that sort of looks like roughly, you know? Archaon is a great model, scared to paint something that grand. Me too, terrified of it. Gonna give it a go. Love Island with Dark Eldar. Oh dear God, people will get murdered, Escapade. I am proud that some of you are still chucking fucking TV shows in there as well, but pointless. No change to the title, just Commissar Alexander Armstrong telling the contestants how quickly they'll die when they get called up for service in the Astra Presentarum.
I'm trying to think of any kind of reality TV or or game show. I think we've actually gone through them.
There's got to be some obscure ones out there that we're not aware of.
Oh, hang on. There was a reality TV called One Born Every Minute, and that was actually in Princess Anne's. I think the first season was in Princess Anne's.
We could change it to one murdered every minute. This is interesting to me because I almost feel the complete opposite. What do you mean, Luton? Talk to me, Goose. What do you mean? Monty Python, The Life of Yarick. Incredible. Why would you kiss the daughter of Cain? Only if I am able. Can we still? By the way, we haven't actually discussed how crazy a show Naked Attraction is yet. By the way,
it is a bit.
It's a very. How did that? Who? Whichever. What was it on? Channel? Was it Channel 4 or 5? Channel 4.
Yeah.
Who at Channel 4 went when they got pitched? Like, first of all, what lunatic pitches that idea? What if we did a dating show where no one talks really? We just get one person naked from the foot up.
I think it was because when you go out, you put makeup on, you do your hair different, and you try and change things about yourself that you can, within reason, change temporarily. But your anatomy is your anatomy, and there is I guess at the back of your mind, there is a very raw attraction to the anatomy that you want.
If we were on Naked Attraction, I was behind that frosted glass. We're not together anymore.
What does that say about me?
It goes up to waist height. You're like, there's a press stud penis there. I'm not interested.
Wow, is that why you think we're married?
Because of my press stud penis? No, obviously not.
No.
I think because of the face, obviously.
There's a little rectangular leather thing that fits in your pocket ever so nicely.
I'm under no illusion. I'm here for it.
When I first turned on the telly and I saw Naked Attraction, I was the same as you. I thought, how did this get out of the boardroom? Because there must be so many things that they said we have to be careful of this.
Sometimes
it can't be on before this time.
Sometimes for certain channels like Channel 4, I'm like, how do we get away with some level of nudity on TV? Like they used to put Eurotrash on, for fuck's sake.
I never watched Eurotrash. What channel was that on?
Channel 4.
Yeah, I never.
Channel 4 was the go-to when I was a kid, and I mean like 15 or whatever, 14, 15. When I was a kid, Channel 4, we didn't have. Fucking hell, here we go. Come on, Grandpa Liam. Here we go. When I was 14, I used to have a TV in my fucking bedroom with a well, originally it was a VHS player. And I think at about the age of 13, 14, it got upgraded to a DVD player, right? A lot of people are like, what's our kids, what's a VHS? Anyway,
I can't wait.
So when it was a VHS player, you could record things. You could set record timers. And Channel 4 would always have a mucky film on. And I say mucky film, it was just a film with some level of nakedness in it.
There'd be like side boob.
Now, actual boobs, normally topless.
Oh
so
you
could program it to record. And Eurotrash was the thing as well. Because I used to have a little, like the aerial socket in the back of the TV. I don't know. What's interesting is I have no idea if Americans have ever had the same experience, right? They used to go to a little booster box. I used to have to have a booster box to boost the aerial signal. I am 100% convinced that booster box is one of the biggest cash-making fucking scams in existence when I was about 14 years old. Because you'd be like, plug aerial into back of TV, wave aerial about to get a signal. Oh, if I hold it about, and you'd only ever get a signal for the TV channel that you wanted if you held it in a specific place that you could never balance it.
Yeah.
Like, if I put it down on the TV, oh, it's gone. And then, so you'd buy a booster box for like 15 quid or whatever. And the idea being it was supposed to boost the signal or boost, I mean, it can't boost the signal. The signal's coming from the fucking transmitter. So does it boost the reception? So it's complete con. Anyway, you plug this booster in, you wouldn't get any better a signal really at all. So eventually I used to end up with a fucking aerial like balanced on a shelf up on the side, hanging off the bit, and just to get a signal for the. And if you wanted to change a channel, like I'm bored of channel. Like this was for Freeview. It was like 25 channels back then. I'm bored of Channel 5 now. I want to watch Dave. Change to Dave. Move the fucking aerial.
My first TV in my room was, I think it was my granddad's TV. So it was a really deep, but it even had a carry handle on the top of it. So I had to have an aerial, and sometimes if I held the aerial, I got a great signal. So I'd have to hold the aerial and then just watch the telly.
Yeah, wait.
Like that.
That was what you do.
I don't think think I could get Channel 4. I could get definitely Channel 5 because I watch Behind Enemy Lines.
Channel 4 charter requires them to push
Is
boundaries.
it really? Is it really?
I definitely got Channel 5 because I watched Behind Enemy Lines with Owen Wilson.
Did you ever get your aerial in a position for a TV show or a channel? Sorry.
Yeah.
Get it just right. Like, okay, set your VHS. Boop, 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 go to bed. Wake up and it's just recorded static.
No, that sounds too techie for me.
That
I don't
happens
think
to me.
my granddad's TV that had the carry handle didn't have VHS. It was if I wanted to change the channel, I had to click this little knob thing and then reposition. It was a really
But you had
old
to get
TV.
up from your chair to change the channel.
Yeah.
That
No
I
remote.
definitely remember there being times sat in bed changing the channel and realising I'd have to move the error. But like, I'm not.
I'm gutted. I got rid of it.
How often do you reckon you carried on watching a channel because you couldn't be bothered to dick around with something like the aerial?
A lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
But sometimes you'd find some right old gems.
TV's ruined nowadays because
That's it.
everything's on demand
That's
all the
it.
time. You just like, I
Yeah.
don't want to watch this anymore. Watch something else. And if you can't find anything on TV, you go to YouTube. You can't find anything on YouTube, you go to Netflix. Like there is no. Like I'm super interested in the world of advertising because I'm like, how much?
Oh yeah.
Like it used to be X Factor Saturday night in the TV in UK was like prime time advertising revenue for the fucking major TV channels, and it would be like fucking hundreds of thousands or millions of pounds to have that ad start. And I'm like, how many people are actually watching that now? How many people are actually seeing those ads nowadays? Like, no one sits and you like when we used to watch TV on Saturday night TV as a family because we had to watch Saturday night TV as a family. You used to sit there, and when it was ad break time, everyone would get up and go like take it in turns to go for a pee and all that kind of stuff. Because that's what you used to ad breaks. This is the other thing, right? Hundreds of thousands of pounds for ad breaks on Saturday night TV. What did every single household in the UK do when the fucking ad break comes on? Everyone gets up, gets a new drink, gets a fresh beer, goes
Use
for a
the
toilet,
toilet.
come down. Oh, the ads are finished. Back on the show. What was the point of paying for that advert?
The room is empty.
You've got millions of TV sets across the UK that are playing adverts to empty front rooms because everyone's gone for a piss or a drink.
The fish liked it. The fish have got an opinion on the furniture polish advert.
Yeah. My dad's original VCR had a sheet with some old school barcodes, and you had to swipe the remote on the numbers in order to set the channel and time to record. Oh, I love it.
I'm really gutted I got rid of my granddad's telly, and there's no way you can think that far into the future if one day I might have kids who like to tinker with things, to give them an old TV and say, right boys, find a clear picture. I'm not going to tell you how it works at all, because when I gave them my old radio that was you had to tune it in,
Yeah.
Ben played with that for about an hour.
I fucking love the world we live in terms of tech nowadays. There is negatives to it, and there is things, we've talked about it so much on stream, I don't want to bring us into a downer, but there's definitely downsides to tech. There's downsides to the overconsumption of information and news, especially when that news and information is negative. There's downsides into safety and safeguarding, of course. But I love the world of tech we live in. I fucking manage my business on my smartphone. I've got a fantastic computer and I can fucking manage everything from it, and I can probably turn on power stations from it, so my computer's so good. I've got my Apple TV box, I've got my laptop. I love being connected. I love all the stream. I love all of this shit. I love it. I love having access. Like, I love putting my... Now what I'm doing lately, when I don't want to, especially in the fucking heat as well, when I'm like, I want to do some work, I have like two types of work, right? I have the hobby and I have the digital work. And if I want to do the hobby, what I used to do is I used to turn the computer on, and then I would be like, oh, I'll just do this, and I'll just do this, and I'll just do this, and I'll just do this. And then before I know it, 3 hours has passed. I've done no hobby. I've done loads of tasks. So it's not been wasted time. I've done no hobby because I've had the computer on. So I bought myself an Apple TV box, as you know, and plugged that into my monitor. And now, when I want to do my hobby, I won't put the computer on. I'll put the Apple TV box on.
Yeah.
And that way, I put some content on in the background, and then I will be encouraged to sit here and do my hobby. And so, hence I started watching that new Viking show today. Only one episode, but that's how I started watching those shows. I started watching stuff that I would wanted to watch for ages. I never watched it because I put my computer on, I get distracted, I start working and doing work-based things. And so I love the fact that I can turn my Apple TV box, and I've got Netflix, Amazon, Disney, fucking Apple TV. I'm like, what the fuck do I fancy? Today I actually fancy watching Lord of the Rings. I haven't got to wait for it to be on TV. I just put it on. I do love that.
Google TV Pickup. It's a purely British phenomenon of the national grid spiking during big TV program breaks because we all put kettle on.
Amazing. I don't disbelieve that whatsoever. So I do love that world. I love that world. But there's something about the old the old way that I kind of miss.
Yeah, I really
Family
do.
sat around the TV in the evenings or on Saturdays. For Saturday night TV was like, if you made a TV show that made primetime Saturday night TV, that was considered a good show.
Do you know, me and the boys, I don't know where you were, but for a few Saturdays in a row, you weren't home. Or did we watch it on a different day? It might have been a different day. Maybe it was a stream night. Me and the boys watched the newer series of Gladiators. And it became our sort of situ Saturday night telly that we'd end up talking over it because we're talking about the show. There's no plot line. There's no massive important scene going to happen. It's just kind of background, family, wholesome telly. But it was really nice just to have us all in the little lounge. We had some snacks on the go talking about the programme. And for an hour, nobody was on an iPad. No one was on a phone.
I kind of miss it a little bit.
Yeah, I really do.
As much as I love the word of on demand and being able to pick and choose what I want and be like I do like the start watching something. This is dog shit off. You're not getting my time. I do kind of like that, but at the same time, there's just something family and like off the grid that I quite liked about Saturday night TV in front of the telly with the family, no phones. It was a beautiful time. The fact that the National Grid had to anticipate fucking kettle spikes when people turn the kettle.
Do you know, I really miss the landline. I really miss having a landline.
We can have a landline.
No, because every scamming fucker in the world will have the number and it will just keep going off. We had to buy that phone that filters the calls.
Yeah, exactly.
As part of
we
the
have those
service
things.
because our phone was going off at midnight because someone somewhere wanted to sell us bloody
the old BT
double
Cool
glazing.
Guardian or whatever it was called, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's just something old about that I kind of miss, and the fact that if you wanted to watch anything on demand, it was a DVD or a video. Well, for my living room, it was
and
a
then
video.
it became a movie night.
Yeah.
Because it was, we're putting it. My dad used to say, I'm firing up the DVD player, as though it was run by some old-fashioned furnace.
Like legitimately on like school holidays, it was an absolute treat to be able to watch a film during the daytime in the living room. That was a treat.
Or last day of term at school, this old telly got wheeled out.
Yeah, fucking hell.
And the daisy chaining extension lead
The
because
telly,
the sports hall was the
telly that
only room.
the telly that if it tipped forward would kill a child.
And whichever child got picked out to put the VHS in was like,
And
today's the day I die.
But you had some shit copy VHS as well. You never had the actual film.
And it used to have the lines that would go up sometimes.
I miss Blockbuster.
Yes!
Kaz is right. I see internet traffic spikes at halftime for sports events etc. when I talk to the iPlayer guys. Their stats are crazy for events.
So the thing is for sports events. So I'm not surprised, Stick Monkey, because the thing is for sports events, right? When it's live football or whatever, it's live football. So live football or live rugby or something like that is not really going to have the rewatch. So here's the other thing, right? When a new TV show is announced nowadays, new season of Slow Horses. It's one of the shows we watch on Apple TV,
Great
right?
show.
Now, one of the things I actually like this about Apple and Amazon, and I think a lot of the other streaming services don't do this, is they go, here's the first episode, and they're released at this time on this day every single week. I kind of like that. I like them making me wait.
Yeah.
I do. And we watch the show like Slow Horses, and Luce and I have our date nights, our quote-unquote date nights, on a Saturday evening where we'll sit in front of the telly and watch something together, because it's really the only night we get. And because of the streaming all week. For you fuckers, which have stopped gifted. So we'll watch like a Slow Horses, and we'll watch the episode, and then when it finishes, I'm like, I want to watch the next one. The show has done a good job of going, here's a little dangly fish hook. You want to see what happened, and then Apple's like, no, you're going to wait a week. Amazon did it recently as well. You're going to wait a week, and I kind of like that. But people nowadays are like, I just wait for the whole lot to come out and then binge it in one go.
Do you know what Dad used to do when we first lived in Hadley and you were away? He used to message me and be like, oh, Film 4's got a good one on tonight, Luce, if you're up. Because I wouldn't buy a TV guide, he would text me the TV guide.
Am I the only mum still buys a fucking TV guide, especially at Christmas? It's fucking
and
thing like this. It's about this big. I'm like, you've got Sky, you soppy twat. You've got a digital TV guide. No, I like having a paper one. She's so old. But like when you watch one of those shows and they're like, you have to wait a week for the next one, I genuinely feel like I gain excitement from waiting for that show.
So my Thursdays used to be Big Bang Theory, and then I think How I Met Your Mother was on, and then there was one more, maybe it was New Girl or something. And Thursdays used to be my Friday feeling at work, because Thursdays I do a 13-hour shift. And it would be, I haven't seen the light of day outside. So Thursday night, there's 3 shows that are on, and I'll make it in time for E4+1. I'll make it home in time to watch it then. So then my Friday, because I did the 13-hour, I get the day off. So my Thursday night would be unwind with my favourite TV shows.
But I just love, I really like the suspense of, I actually just can't watch the next one. I'm not a person typically who likes, like, if a new show, if Slow Horses season, what are we on now? Season 4 is the next one, something like that? I think it's 4. If season 4 went live tomorrow, for example, I wouldn't be I'll wait for them all to be on the, and then I'll just binge it in one go. I can't. I'm like, I want to watch it, and then I get excited. Like, and it gets to the point where I'll be on next Friday, but like, next episode's coming. I genuinely feel like that's a bit of excitement that we've lost a little bit now. You're just like, oh, I'll just wait and binge the whole thing in one go.
Yeah.
I miss that kind of shit. I miss that kind of stuff, chat. I'm so old. I'm turning into a right grumpy old fucker. Like back in my day, someone said there, you used to get a fine from fucking Blockbuster for not rewinding your VHS.
Yeah, you get a little fine.
We used to rent video, like tapes. That's incredible.
Do you know what doesn't happen now? Going down to the corner shop and asking to put something on tick.
We didn't do that.
I don't know what made me think of it the other day, but I thought...
But it is just more of a community vibe though, right?
It definitely is. Like, I think as soon as you spot which family took stuff over...
Gone RTR days you had to ring up your mum on a night out to press record on the VHS.
I've done
only
that!
To find out they recorded the incorrect channel and the track was all over the place.
I've straight up, that's happened to me. That's fucking happened to me. Unbelievable. My dad used to be the one who would program the VHS. He'd be fucking sat there for hours. Right, and eventually get it programmed, then he'd fuck off out, he'd go darts or whatever, and then he'd phone mum up, is it recording? Like, you fucking programmed it for 20 minutes!
Do you know what my dad would do every time we got a new DVD player? Do you know what he'd do?
What?
Luce, where's that boyfriend of yours? Can you program this DVD player?
At one point, I thought he'd actually changed my name in his phone to tech support. I was going to start answering with a fucking Indian accent. Is this channel being done for a retirement home now? Yeah, kinda. I'm here for it. I miss it, chat. I reckon. What's the average? Put your age in chat right now. What's the average age of our stream channel? I reckon it's about our age.
That's mine.
If you put 21 in there.
Wait, am I 30? Because I was telling people I was 34 for
you
like
are
6
35,
months.
I guess you're 35. Yes. What's the average age of chat? Only people I thought you couldn't get tick from. We never did that. But there's loads of, like, the thing is, before laptops and constant internet and broadband and wireless and Wi-Fi and 4G and all this sort of shit, like, I'm talking about an age where you couldn't just go on social media on your phone because it couldn't. It did calls and texts and Snake. That's all it did.
I love Snake.
40, 32, 42, 41, 30. Yeah, this is where I thought it would be. Like, we all grew up in roughly the same time, chat, didn't we? This is where I thought it would be. Look at this. Look at us all. Prentice, you young bastard. Matt is even younger. Jesus. Jacob, fuck me, 23? You've still got fucking placenta on you. Dave B, 25. Fuck off. Yeah, see, there we go. Look at that. We're all about the same. I bet everyone at home's like, you grumpy old bastard, but nodding along. But so we were in what was he doing? It's about 3-4 weeks ago. Remember when I went shopping with my dad for his new phone? Do you remember?
Yeah.
About 4 weeks ago or something like that, about a month ago roughly.
Yeah.
And we went into Southampton shopping for a phone. And do you know what I've seen? I've seen a resurgence in phones that were basically the phones that we had for no money at all. They're like 30 quid. And they've even got the ABC, DEF, GHI buttons. And they must just do calls and texts.
My favourite phone, I'll see if I can find it on Google because it's a Nokia, but right, Nokia
Millennial Central, fucking right, Morty Hammer. Millennials represent.
Images.
Like my mum, 29 forever, says wee man. Amazing.
And I think
we've still got grey names, chat, by the way. We've still got grey names. We're stuck on 47. Can we get to 50? 3 more to get to 50. Go.
I think my Nokia had polyphonic ringtones.
When I bought. So this makes me fucking laugh, right? This is a sign of the times. When I moved into late teens, just before I hit into late teens, I upgraded my phone, and I saved up for my little job, and I bought a Samsung SGH 1100 or something like that. I can't remember what it was. But it was basically a little silver flip phone. Right, a little window on the front, and you'd open it up and it had a screen, and it had a little aerial, right? That was my phone.
Aerial.
And that had polyphonic ringtones and a colour screen. And it wasn't really a colour screen like we know a colour screen today, but it had colours on it that weren't just black and fucking the green that you have on the phone screens. And I bought that phone, and my dad was fucking blown away by this technology. He was so blown away by this technology, he bought one for himself. Because he used to have an NEC phone that had a little front down, flip down panel that was just there to protect the buttons and a big fucking aerial that you could pull the aerial up.
Yeah.
That's what he had, right? So he bought this fucking Samsung, which is amazing that he bought it, but it was £300 at the time. It was considered like cutting edge technology. 300 quid, okay? So he bought one. I bought one with my money. He bought one, and he was happy to buy it. He was absolutely fucking blown away by how good this phone was. Right? It's nothing compared to today. It's nothing special. Quite literally, calls, texts, polyphonic ringtones, a couple of shit games. That was about it. You could send terrible photos with it. I don't think it even had a fucking camera, right? This thing. It did have one of these fancy ones. It did have a thing that was like the LED would flash blue if you had a text message and would flash green if someone phoned you, and you could change the color based on who texted you.
I really miss how easy it was to make your heart soar of like, ooh.
Yeah, this is fancy, right? So we went into town the other day. We're looking at like literal smartphones. I'm talking full-blown Android OS smartphones. Things that you can download, apps. You can go on the internet. You can use Facebook. You can go on Amazon. You can keep up to date with you can do full everything, right? And we ended up buying him one that was a what was the brand? I forgot the brand. It escapes me. 130 quid. I think it was, and he was getting super pissy about the fact it was 130 quid. I was like, Dad, what's the problem? So it's a lot of money for a phone. So you spent 300 quid for a flip phone that couldn't send photos, you fucking soppy twat.
Right, I think I've found my favourite Nokia. I think a 3200. And I remember you could download a bit of a pop song. So I had Avril Lavigne as one of my...
I remember that phone.
And I was gutted because I took it with me. I was living with my dad at the time. Took it with me, and I was going to go rollerblading. Put it next to me on a park bench to tighten up my rollerblades. I had my head down for maybe 5 seconds. Went to grab my phone, and someone had already taken it.
Yeah.
And I was gutted because it had the polyphonic. It was kind of see-through.
But you didn't have...
you could cut out a bit of a magazine.
But you didn't really have passcodes or no fingerprint, no fucking facial.
I was so proud of myself for being able to put Avril Lavigne on my phone. I didn't ask my brother. Dad couldn't do it. Didn't know you yet. I was so proud that I had gotten Avril Lavigne on my phone and someone had taken it. And I didn't know how to tell my dad it's my fault. I put it next to me on the park bench.
But you don't think that? I mean, now we're a bit more sort of sensitive about it.
Because my jeans, I wasn't a skater or anything, so I didn't have baggy clothes. I was just wearing normal jeans. But when you sit down, you can't fit a bulky Nokia.
Luce literally was the late 90s. I mean, she was born in '89, Luton. So yes, quite literally. Tyler Howells, thank you for becoming a Hasidic member all by yourself, you fucking legend. Plastic Victor, thank you for the one gifted membership, you hero. But Wee Man and Mordy Hammer coming in with a 5 each. Thank you so much, you legends. Mordy Hammer's already gifted 5, I think. That's 10 from him, which means we are also 10 away from 69 on a Friday night. Look of disgust. But yeah, so he moaned about paying 100 and something pounds for a phone that can literally manage his life. But 20 years ago, he paid 300 quid for a fucking Samsung flip phone that just had a fancy flashing LED. It's mad, isn't it?
We have lived the golden time of pre-internet and mobile phones. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom. It was the age of foolishness.
I mean, 100% all of those things. I remember some of the shit me and my friends got up to when I was younger, like 14, 15, that would just never happen now. It just wouldn't. It just doesn't. It's just not something that happens.
If I could get by and maybe go to like CEX and get that Nokia, and I could honestly do my life on that phone, I'd be really interested how far I got before. Oh, I need to access my emails.
Yeah, I said to Dad, I was like, there's a little part of me that thinks that when it comes to, for example, so like not this Saturday, but next Saturday, we're going out for a meal with some friends, you and I, right? Mm-hmm. And we're fucking the kids off to our parents for a night. We're gonna go have a date night. It'd be great if everyone in Thames this time could behave themselves. And I said to Dad, so I do genuinely consider buying one of these shitty phones for those occasions.
Oh.
So like, Dad, if there's a problem with the kids, you can phone me. and I have a
Yeah.
phone, I will be able to answer you. So if there's a problem with the kids and I need to get home, you can phone me. But otherwise, guess what? I'm disconnected from everything. And I thought about it, and I was like, nah, because I will get itchy that I don't have my phone on me. Because that's the way we're conditioned now, right? I remember when MTV was a... Kerrang! Kerrang! The TV channel's closed.
Do you remember when MTV, you'd have to sit and wait for your favourite music video to circulate back round again, or you could text and vote for it?
Every single morning before secondary school, at the end of secondary school and college, Kerrang! TV was on the channel, on the TV at home.
And it's closed?
And they've shut it down.
What, the
The TV channel.
viewership not enough?
I assume so. The radio station's still going, but shut the TV channel down. Ugh.
Wow.
Nostalgia goals don't hold up, I'm afraid. They don't, I'm afraid. Sir Galahad, thank you for the one gifted. It's a 60 chat. We've got 40 to go. John's clearly not here. You can't rely on him. Come on. There's 114 people watching right now live. If every single one of you gifts 1, we'll hit the target. If you give 5, we'll probably double the target. If you give 10, every single one of you will probably triple the target. Who fancies it? So Alex, thank you for the one gifted membership. You legend. I remember when MTV only did music videos. Now it's teen shite. We're such a bunch of fucking Scrooges, aren't we? We're so grumpy now. That's what I'm like with 40k rules at the moment. It's shit now. It was better when I was younger. Which it probably wasn't. It's just what I remember.
Okay, let's talk about some things that you don't miss.
Although Teen Crib, right? That's a 40k reality show right there. Space Marine Teen Crib. I'm here for
Are
it.
they allowed to be teenagers?
One of the things I don't miss, okay, I don't miss it being perfectly fine and legal to smoke in bars, clubs, restaurants, etc.
Yeah, going home stinking.
Did you ever remember when we were kids and smoking in establishments was perfectly fine? Some places started to have smoking and no smoking areas.
Like the smoke new.
Right, like right inside restaurants.
Smoke new.
Do you want a smoking or non-smoking table? Well, if you're allowing it inside, they're all fucking smoking tables, aren't they? You fucking prat. Like it's not going to go. Oh, we can't go over here. Smoke. Woo! They can't do that, can it? Yes, thank you for the one gifted. Evan, thank you for the one gifted. Everyone's gone for the one gifted option, chat. So we will hit the target. They've not gone for the 5 or 10. Come on, we can do it. I don't miss that. I don't miss premises. I don't miss coming home from a nightclub or a pub and everything about me and my clothes stank, right? And I mean fucking stank of cigarette smoke. I've never been a smoker ever. And then because I'd get home to my parents' house at like 2:30 in the morning because every nightclub shut at 2. In Southampton back then, every single nightclub shut at 2. So I get back to my parents at about 2:30, 2:45 in the morning after a kebab and a bus because I'd normally spent the taxi money, and I would get the key in the lock, right?
Is that what you sounded like?
Yeah, fucking absolutely shit-faced. I my beer fitness was incredible, and I never, to this day, as you will attest, I don't get hangovers. So I would just drink and drink and drink and drink. Eventually, you get the key in. At this point, as an adult now, I'm like, at this point, I've woken my parents up. No doubt. Back then, I'm like, I'm being super quiet.
Yeah. This is it. I'm being so quiet, getting myself a drink.
Right, eventually you get the key and get in the door, right? Now, I'm still being super stealthy in my mind.
Right.
So, into the kitchen, into the cupboard, get a glass, fill it with water. You know me, I can't go to bed without a drink.
Right.
Fill it with water. Upstairs, right? Into the toilet, have a wee. Into my bedroom, which was, as you know, next door to my parents' room, is my bedroom. Get into my room, shut the door, get undressed. Right? Fucking.
I'm like, did we get a pet?
At this point, right?
Overnight?
At this point, I probably have bumped into wardrobes and I was all over the fucking shop because I used to drink like a fucking fish. Right? Get into bed and then gone. Right? Out like a light.
But the house is awake.
No, well, not according to me. Super stealthy. So the next morning, I'd wake up and my dad immediately is like, "You enjoy yourself?" Like, yeah. I swear to God, when I was a young teenager, my dad used to fucking absolutely pray for me to have a fucking
Hangover.
A hangover. Yeah, absolutely used to pray for it. I got no doubt at all, because he was like, "How you feeling?" "Yeah, I'm right, Dad." Yeah, and I almost could see the disappointment on his face, right, immediately. And then I would get up and I'd feel okay, and I'd then have my shower, and I was the person, you've probably all been here, chat, right? I was the person who would go to bed after the scenario I've just explained to you. So I've still got gel in my hair, and gel back then was like, here's a top of concrete, go.
Yeah.
So we don't have all this like
your hair follicles hurt.
yeah, we don't have all this like surf style rework wax. It was like no hair gel or concrete head like Johnny Bravo, right? That's all you had. So you like your head would hurt, so you'd have to fucking wash yourself in the shower to get all your hair gel out. I go back into my room and you're like, I know I can just smell stale smoke. So you pick all your clothes up and put it in the wash basket, which would instantly piss my mother off.
Yeah.
Because how the wash basket smells. And you walk back in your room like, it still smells it. Guess what? Your pillow fucking stank.
Yeah. When I worked in a cafe in Holbrooks, really loved that little cafe. I used to go through shampoo like anything, because all like the bacon fat, any kind of smell. I don't remember if people were smoking in the cafe when I first started, but I'd go through pillowcases after every shift, change pillowcase, shampoo. I think I replaced the actual pillow several times a year because the grease just.
That smell. That's the thing. That's the thing I don't miss the most. That smell.
Yeah.
That being said, when you go into Southampton on those nights, it was amazing. You used to go to Hot Shots, right, which is at Leisure World, which has recently been knocked down for more apartments. Because nowadays, with the world we live in and technology, we apparently need less social venues and more housing. So you used to go into Hot Shots for £1 a drink until 10 p.m. Oh, amazing. Incredible. £1 a drink till 10 p.m. Stand by. Go. Well, actually, before we went to Hot Shots, we would go to TGI Fridays, which is on Western Esplanade by the McDonald's, that one there, because my friends used to work in TGI Fridays. One of them used to work behind the bar. So he used to say, if you want to come in, I can practice some cocktails. And because he's practicing the cocktails, they were free.
Casey got it wrong.
I'm here for you, mate.
To help you learn.
Yeah. So 6 or 7 cocktails deep, off the Hot Shots, £1 a drink. Get in.
God, I'd have been in hospital.
What, do you not remember our first drinking date?
Some of it.
You spent a lot of time talking to Huey on the porcelain telephone.
Yeah.
Huey! You never got through to him. You never got through to him.
I remember my college friend was the barman, and he'd only met you that night, and I think I'd had maybe 3 huge pina coladas, and he was like, Lucy's boyfriend, you need to take her out. I'm going to get bollocked because I've overserved her because she told me she could drink. And I fell off the bar stool, and you were like, okay, time to go.
Yeah, you were. We should go. Step bang. This is a problem. Right, anyway, Suspect, thank you for the 1 gifted membership. You're amazing. Stick Monkey, thank you for the 1 gifted membership. You're amazing. Pridders, thank you for the 1 gifted membership. You're amazing. Elecman 24, thank you for the 1 gifted membership. You're amazing. Stew, thank you for 5 gifted. You're amazing. 72 chat. We are 28 off our target. We could hit 100 tonight. I believe in you. I believe in you. Your channel needs you. That should be a new thing we do. The last night Sergeant's Mess I was in there, it was £1 a pint, 50p for a single shot. Amazing. £1 VK's there. We used to be drinking bowling at Hot Shots. Yes! Yeah, then jump over to Jumping Jacks. Jumping Jacks was fucking great.
I think I went to Jumping Jacks in Cov. I think.
Jumping Jacks was great. And then eventually they got rid of the Hot Shots. When you went there, the first time you went there, when we snuck you in at 17 years old. No, 18 years old. It was a 21 enter club and you were 18.
I've always looked really young for my age. I don't know how. Do you know? Oh, I know how we got in.
Yeah, the stamp trick.
The stamp trick. So I think it was your friend, the same one that worked.
Yeah,
cocktails.
Got stamped.
And then he.
When it was wet.
Came and found me and did a stamp on mine. Then he was like, "Just say you went to the toilet and washed your hands, so some of the stamp came off."
Yeah.
And then the bouncer looked at me and I went, I went to the toilet and washed my hands. You don't want me to wash my hands? How disgusting is that? We should all be washing our hands.
Yeah. So they shut Jumping Jacks and Hot Shots and they opened Oceana.
Yeah.
Which was the place to be until recently when they shut it all.
Yeah.
And now there's different places in town that's the place to be. Will Stewart, thank you for 10 gifted memberships. You fucking beautiful human. He's done about 130 memberships in 3 days, Luce.
I have to keep my eye on the ball with these two because we've got Will Stewart and then Stu Will.
We do, yeah.
So I've got to keep my eye on the ball.
Yeah. Will, thank you so much for 10 more gifted, you beautiful human, up to 82.
While I'm happy the smoking ban stopped you smelling like an ashtray next day, it bloody ruined every beer garden cause that was their new spot.
Yeah.
Was it worth it?
The other thing as well, yes, Din, thank you for the 10, dude. The other thing as well is, at the same time they stopped the smoking ban, they didn't think about what that was masking. Yeah. So the first few months after the smoking ban in the UK, that you went into a nightclub, it was like, oh my God, everyone fucking reeks of BO. It was disgusting. Yeah. LSR, thank you for the gifted. And sound the horn, Stains. Sound the horn, Luce. Do a horn sound.
Ooga.
I think I prefer you on tea.
It's decaf.
Yeah, of course. He's become a Thane. Mrs. the Bride has become a Thane. Welcome to the Thanes chat, you beautiful fucking human being. Get yourself in the Only Thanes WhatsApp chat. There's a link in Discord. Come and join us. It is the busiest WhatsApp chat that you'll never want to leave. I promise you. Oceania sucked. Moved over to Walkabout for better music, but then they shut down that place also. We were in last Saturday, Mikey. We were in Oxford Street. That was fucking bouncing in Oxford Street. Welcome to Thanes O'Brien, you fucking legend. Up to 84, chat. 16 away. We can do it.
You know,
18 minutes to go.
one of my drunken stumbles back to my dad's house, I was with a friend and her house was on the way to my dad's house. So we used to walk back with her, drop her off, and then I used to call Dad for the next 5-minute walk, and he would either stay up for me to let me in, or he'd stay up and make a pot of tea and some crumpets so we could talk about my night.
Of course he did. I am secretly incredibly glad. Not secretly. I'm publicly very glad we don't have daughters.
Yeah.
Fuck that noise. It's no Horn of Gondor, but it will do. Yeah.
Put me on the spot with no sound
I wanted to hear the fucking horn from Helm's Deep. But
How does that go?
I tell you how. I know how to show you exactly how it will go. If you watch the second Lord of the Rings
No,
film.
I'm not. No, it's too long. It's too long. It's a cruel and unusual punishment. I'm not doing it.
If you watch the second Lord of the Rings film with me, you'll hear it. But we can't watch the second Lord of the Rings film without watching the first one. Okay? So if we watch the first 2 Lord of the Rings films, you'll then understand what a proper horn should sound like.
No, I'm not doing it. It's too long.
Chat, can you help me out here?
No.
Everyone in chat, I need you to give me one good reason as to why Luce should watch the Lord of the Rings films. One good reason, go. Now. Please. And if 16 of you find it in your hearts to gift a membership as well, that'd be great. The smoking ban kind of killed clubs, though, when suddenly everyone would leave to go outside and the place would empty out, but they're all in the smoking area. It was weird, wasn't it? Hubris D, thank you for the 1 gifted membership, you legend. Thank you so much.
I definitely noticed like the sweat smell, and then the next time I went, there must have been like 10 Ambipures somewhere in the room.
Luton.
It was so perfumed.
Yes. They started bringing in lots of air conditioning, which was an alien to this country. It's a basic movie. Come on. I know. This is a woman, right? She says, Lord of the Rings is too long, but she's watched all the Harry Potter films. Now, if you take the whole running time of Harry Potter and the whole running time of Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter's longer. Your life is not complete without Lord of the Rings. Agree, see? The quality is better than its length. I tell her the same thing. Oh, hang on. We're still talking about the films right now. We are talking about the extended edition Spyro, the only ones I own. The charge on Pelennor Fields, yes. Erwin versus the Witch King, exactly. Alex Cullen says, if you watch all 3 films, I'll give 50 members.
I like Sean's one,
Are we listening to this?
but Sean's one has food. Sean
Okay.
will feed me.
So if you watch all 3 films, right, Sean's going to make you dinner and Alex is going to give 50 memberships. Fuck me, she's thinking about it, chat.
No, I can't be bought except for food.
So Sean's going to make you dinner.
What dinner we having, Sean?
And Alex is going to give you 50 that I can buy some food. All comes back to food, Luce. Lord of the Rings is better than Harry Potter, fact. 100%. Viggo Mortensen and Orlando Bloom, exactly. Oh, Brian's done a thing, Luce. You won't find the Raven Shout on Shopify.
Why?
Because it doesn't get bought through Shopify. The Raven Shout gets bought through raven.gg.
Ready? Has he done a thing?
So he's become a Thane, so he's upgraded.
Yeah.
He's just super chatted. And he's bought a raven.gg
Oh,
shirt.
because the super chat is there. Okay, you ready, Brian? Ready?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm disappointed, Emmy. I didn't get my jumping border collie
Luton,
that
she's
time.
dead. Isn't she? Luton says, Luce, you will find yourself surprised. I guarantee it. He's just guaranteed it. Luton has guaranteed it.
Yeah, I'm more interested
He's
in
like
Sean.
Warhammer YouTube royalty.
Sean has food. And it's not like bloody microchips.
You
Sean
said
has
what
actual
you said
food.
what you're going to make, and he just said it's entirely your choice.
I know. I might throw him a proper curveball now.
Should we invite Sean and Mrs. the Stick Monkey to the house, and he can, or do we come to you? Have you got kids, Sean? I don't think you have, do you?
No, I don't think he has.
Maybe we go to them.
Maybe.
Just leave
Well, you can't invite yourself around other people's houses.
I am right now.
Poor form. You have to
doing it right
wait
now.
to be invited.
We'll go to Sean's. Well, he's making food. I'm sure he'll be happy in his own kitchen.
Just ordered my Raven GG shirt. Hattie baby.
You fucking legend. Thank you so much. I'm going to my first tournament tomorrow. Probably be like a sauna. Do my custodians against sisters with 2 exorcists, Celestine, and loads of jump infantry. Advice anyone? Yeah, panic. Push everything in the middle. Go to the bar. Jobs are good. Exorcists aren't very good now, to be fair. Exorcists aren't that impressive anymore. The indirect nerf has hurt them pretty hard. Celestine's okay. Jump infantry's okay. They're probably going to use the detachment that allows the jump infantry. So check what detachment they use in Marching On podcast. They're probably, I can't remember which one it's called, but they're probably using a detachment that means that if they target a stratagem onto jump infantry for sisters, it's a 3-inch aura rather than it targets a single unit. If that's the case, shoot with jump infantry. Thank you for the hot dog stick monkey. Right? If that's the case, just shoot with the jump infantry. If it's that detachment, just check. I'll cook you a mean beef Wellington if you come and visit New Zealand, and we can visit Hobbiton, but only if you watch the first 3.
Hang on.
Is that Sean?
Oh, and he got the border collie.
He did, yeah. You got the bouncy dog.
Thanks, Sean.
Cars Not Kids, you're welcome to come here. I apologise for London in advance. I don't mind London. Army of Faith they are.
So the Hobbiton.
Hobbiton? Yeah.
I'm going to
In the Shire.
automatically say Hobbington. I don't know why.
Hobbiton's in the Shire.
Hobbiton in the Shire.
Yeah, which is in Middle Earth, which is actually New Zealand.
So New Zealand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Short. It's a really short plane trip.
I have Google right here.
Really short plane trip.
You're a liar.
It's like going to
already.
Scotland.
Ding me!
I've just seen fucking Luton super chat. The beacons are lit. God calls for aid. Assemble that I hear him. Oh, Luce, I get tingly.
You get tingly.
I get tingly about Lord of the Rings.
If you watch all 3 movies.
Do you know what's slightly better about the fucking 3 films as well, chat? Is the audiobooks narrated by Andy Serkis. Oh my god. They are fucking goated, those things. Absolutely goated. I apologise for Castleford in advance. Chat, we've got 15 to go. That's 3 lots of 5. And 10 minutes. Are you prepping a fact yet?
I already have one. I learnt one today when I was doing the spider thing with the boys.
Is this a spider porn fact?
Oh my god, the spider porn.
Is it spider porn?
Have you ever seen snail porn?
No.
Both snails that mate, they both have a penis that's absolutely massive and it intertwines.
It's 2024,
snail
Luce. That
porn.
stuff's allowed.
They both have penises.
That's fine.
Google it right now, chat. Snail porn. It's a real thing.
Love the stream. Want to abuse me more? Think about becoming a member, chat. 15 to go to hit target.
Loose, if you watch all 3 movies, Liam's leather pocket square will magically transform into a mulberry bag.
You do like a mulberry bag?
Is a mulberry bag a bag for me or you?
For you.
A mulberry bag.
Yeah. I have a Gollum statue personally signed by Andy Serkis. I ordered Gandalf the White from Weta Workshop, Alex. Are you jealous?
Oh, they're very pretty.
Sorry, not sorry. Blew my wad already for the week just now. You're amazing, Brian. Thank you so much, Dave, for becoming a thing. Make sure you get the Mordy Hammer! Fucking hell, dude. You already gifted 10. With the 20 gifted. And then Will comes in with 5 more to make that 7,433 memberships this week. Jesus Christ, you pair of fucking lunatics. Thank you so much, people. You're amazing. I'll push the golden ladders into the middle of the board and have start swinging 5 right hooks to go to the bar for beer. Sounds like a plan. That's the best plan for an event, right? Keep us posted, dude. Will and Mordy Hammer, thank you so much. Mordy Hammer for 20 gifted. You're insane. Thank you so much. Will for 5 more. Unbelievable, you people. We have kicked off August, just about. I knew about snail porn. We used to pull them off as kids. Brilliant.
Aww.
Luce is now Googling mulberry bags.
Yeah,
she is, in fact,
I did.
Googling mulberry bags,
They're
yes.
very pretty.
Are
but
they?
I'd have no reason to use it, so... It can be pretty.
The thing is,
internet.
Luton, right? What you don't know about Lucy is she'll look at that bag and she'll think that's a very pretty bag, right? And I'm sure my wallet would be in trouble if it was £20. But then what happens is she sees the price of it and she goes, "I'm not paying that for a bag." And I'm like, "No, but Lucy, you don't. I'd buy it for you." "Oh, no. No one should pay that for a bag." Elect man, thank you for the thumbs up. 100% she'd love Mr. Gamgee. That would be her favourite character in the world. Samwise would be Lucy's spirit animal. Without doubt. Without doubt at all. 100%. I might watch some films tomorrow. Neil Whittle, thank you for the 5 gifted membership. Yeah, there's a kindred spirit for everyone in Lord of the Rings. There is. Who is your kindred spirit in Lord of the Rings? Should we just become a Lord of the Rings channel? Should we just do that? Lucy's a hobbit. She is basically Lucy's a tall hobbit, but she is a hobbit nonetheless.
I'm not a hobbit, but the 2 children next door that ask for second breakfast.
Whenever I put Fellowship of the Ring on, and Bilbo is there writing his book, and he describes the hobbits concerning hobbits, and he reads out the description. She's like, "They sound like lovely folk."
They like to grow things.
Yeah, a love of all things that grow. She's like, "Oh, they sound like lovely folk." I'm like, "Yes, you'd enjoy yourself in Hobbiton." Had a good week so far at work. Wife can sit back and watch me give 5 more. Aw, thanks, Neil. I hope your wife's okay with it. Please, can she say that to my wife? Lucy's value in things isn't in their cost, though. That's the problem, Luton. It's in whether she how many utilities you can use it for. Thank you for the thumbs up. Like, man, you fucking beautiful human being. I identify with Sauron. I want to buy the Eye of Sauron, chat. I want to buy Lego Eye of Sauron. It's £400. So if 4 of you just super chat £100 right now. Don't do that, by the way. Don't do that. An Ent. Balrog. My Tolkien lore is I fucking love Lord of the Rings. It's incredible. Best films. I won't make you watch the Hobbit films. They're a bit shit compared to Lord of the Rings. I think they're great films. I like them, but compared to Lord of the Rings, they're trash. I won't make you watch Rings of Power. Dwarfs are my people. Durin is a fucking sweetheart, 100%. Wee man. AMA is my boy. Look at this. Everyone's got a different person they like. Tolkien got me into writing my own books, says Stu.
Ah.
See? Absolute fucking mad lad, that Tolkien. And a war hero.
Mad lad.
Mad lad. Fucking legend. Legend! This sour cherry stuff is incredibly Moorish and very easy to drink. If 4 people will donate 100, you would still feel short because £120 because of YouTube. Okay, so if 5 people do £104, yes, and does that make it work? Does that make it work? Me and my dad used to watch the extended editions for his birthday, and will be the first year we won't be able to do. Oh, that sucks. Watch it for him anyway, mate. Do you think we could get... Will, could we get away with a watch-along on YouTube of the Lord of the Rings films?
Are you allowed to do that?
I don't think so.
Oh.
I don't think so at all. Boromir is a goat. I've always wanted to write a book.
Do you like the rule of 3 and 40k?
No.
Should we go back to old formations?
Yes.
I feel rule of 3 is restrictive for thematic armies.
100% agree. 100% agree, Brian. Absolutely. Absolutely agree. Moria Goblin, third from the left. Faramir, the disappointing son. Who would be Joe in Lord of the Rings? He'd probably be Sam. Would he be Samwise? I don't know if he would be Samwise.
Is he the one that keeps going, Mr. Frodo?
Yeah. Joe's more of a Pippin, I think, in the films at least. Check Discord DMs for some Lord of the Rings tattoo goodness. I might do that on my back.
For Frodo.
For Frodo. Thank you so much, Alex, for the 2, man. You're a hero. Thank you, everyone, for the donations. You people are amazing. For real, though, I don't know enough about Tolkien to really say. Based on what you know of me, I'm open to ideas and suggestions. Oh, fucking Lord of the Rings is an unbelievable set. Shout out to Deep Geek as the best Tolkien lore channel for YouTube, by the way. There's a whole universe that he created. A whole universe and languages. He made languages.
Do you know, I'm more interested about Tolkien than Lord
What
of
a
the Rings.
what a fucking human being, by the way.
Yeah,
We watched that film about him, didn't we?
I can't remember.
Yeah, there was the 4 lads and off they went to war. And yeah, I can't remember what it's called, but watch that film about him. Joe would be Joe would be Gimli, maybe. He's definitely not built for long distance, is he? You won't believe the life hacks these big feet midgets have found with the Rings of Power. I started watching the Rings. So I was sat here hobbying. So I explained to you earlier, right, that I don't put my computer on. I put Apple TV on, and I wanted to watch something fantasy. And I was like, I'm gonna give it a go. I've watched the first couple before, and it was shit. And so now I'm going to try again, and I'm going to try and get through Rings of Power. And I started watching Rings of Power, the first season again, on Amazon. And I've got about 5 episodes in, and I've switched to New Vikings. I can't do it. Oh, well, thanks, everyone. It's been tough, but you crazy lot have helped so much. You're amazing, man. I need to work out I need to find out if I can legally do some kind of... I need to email my fucking partner manager. Can I do a YouTube Lord of the Rings watch-along if I don't turn on a monetization? Is that okay?
Long stream.
I'm here for it. I am fucking here for it. We'll do Lord of the Rings watch along for Will. It'd be incredible.
Oh, Ed's Hobbycalf. The film Tolkien is pretty close to his actual biography.
Yes, that's the film we watched. I think that's the film we watched. Yeah, that is the one, yeah. Fucking great film. What does loose mean? Is he? Has your wife not watched it, mister? Don't, Brian. Don't, Brian. Don't. I got through Rings of Power, but I didn't feel invested. Yeah, it's just... Rings of Power is a build-up season to introducing the ring. Season 2 is where it gets mad and all the races get rings. Nobody tosses a Joe. I referenced Lord of the Rings several times in my own right. I fucking love it. It's so good. Are we accepting Sean's cooking us a meal in his apartment whilst buying us all the wine?
Well, this has changed.
Yeah, I like to add things.
just the dinner.
And the wine?
No.
In his apartment?
Dinner. No, just the dinner.
Or house? Are you in an apartment? I assume apartment because London. Is it apartment or house? Could you do members only? That way the general public can't watch. So yes, we could do members only if the general public can't watch, Alex. But that doesn't restrict YouTube's automatic copyright bots. And YouTube's automatic copyright bots, when they get a bit antsy, can shut channels down. I'd rather that didn't happen. To be honest with you. All right, have you got your fact ready? Are you ready for your fact?
Got it.
In there.
Got it. But I'm worried now because I'm not reading. The trouble is.
You're freestyling it tonight.
And the trouble with that is, so I have a stutter sometimes, and I completely forgot I had it. We talked about it a few years ago when you said that when you first met me, you noticed I had a stutter and a knee bob.
Yeah.
So I've always had anxiety and been anxious. Ben, our youngest, now has, is it a stutter or a stammer?
He has a stutter.
So he's got a stutter that's quite bad at the minute, so we're working on that. And I swear that shit's contagious because he brings out my stutter. So when we're on a day out with each other, one small request can take like 3 minutes between us both. And poor James is there going, so which one is it? Is it this one or this one, guys? So I'm really worried because I'm not reading it that I'm now going to stutter or stammer the fact and you're all going to be clueless as to what my fact was.
I think you'll be fine.
I might write it down.
Do you want to write it down first? You want me
I'll
to stall for a bit? We've got a super chat from Will. Luton says it would be Discord or you're in serious trouble. I thought I might be in serious trouble, but I didn't know.
You'd do a watch along through Discord?
You could do a watch along through Discord, yeah. Just for Discordians.
Oh, that's cool.
I'd probably get away with that because it's not monetized in any way, so I'd probably get away with that. Chat could literally sit there and watch me get excited about Lord of the Rings and be glued to it for another fucking 4 hours and love it. We could do a watch along through Discord of Luce watching Lord of the Rings.
Oh, no. 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 No.
I've seen people recorded live orchestra Lord of the Rings and put it on YouTube and get away with it. I don't like risk though. When it's my main and sole source of income, Alex, I'm risk averse at that point. I'm risk averse. Middle-earth strategy battle game is a great game. You need to get Peach to teach you that. I've played it once. No, I haven't. I've watched it played once. I would like to play it again. I currently am absolutely obsessed with AOS though, so that's going to have to take a back seat for now. Start Patreon. I don't want a Patreon. I just YouTube. Just members, chat. Just members and super chats is fine. That's all we need. Right? That's all we need. Watch-alongs on Discord on Sunday evenings is the new feature, I think.
Did you ever play Shadow of Mordor? They made Shelob sexy.
I don't think I did, if I'm honest with you. The thing is, though, any Lord of the Rings video games, with the exception of basically the Lego ones, I'm like, it's not the films. I don't want to do it. Reaction video, loose watching Lord of the Rings. Exactly.
No.
Do it like the UFC streamer. Watch it and wear really reflective sunglasses. Broke no laws according to the courts. Brilliant. All that effort to get 33,000 subs to be gone in a second. Exactly. We are fucking struggling with subs at the moment, Stick Monkey. It's amazing how slow your sub growth is on this platform when you're not prepared to buy them. I have orcs and goblins in a closet, but the local scene is a ghost town.
Loose for Petusa.
Who? What's Petusa? Have you written it down now?
Yeah, my factor.
Okay. What's Petusa? Yeah, right. Thank you for the tea, though, dude. Thank you so much. I love you. I've never.
Shadow facts. Show me the meaning of haste.
I feel like I play Rohirrim. Thank you, Stu, for the two, by the way. I feel like I'd play the Rohirrim. That's what I would play, I reckon. Aemir. King Theoden. Although I do like the Minas Tirith battle host with Gandalf. I'm a fan of that. Anywho, right, Lucy's written a fact down. We are now 3 minutes after the stream. President of the United States, Petusa. Oh, right, okay. So Lucy for president, right? Okay.
No
I mean, I at this point, at this rate, I think if she threw her name in the hat, she'd probably fucking win. Anywho, we're at the time of the night now, chat. You're all loyal people. You all know what's going on here. It's loose facts time. True or false? Loose or loose? You decide. This is her own fact.
No, I haven't made it up.
Don't tell them that you haven't made it up, because they don't know if it's loose or loose yet, do they? Smarvin, thank you for the one gifted man. Hey, Jake, how are you? Thank you for the one gifted man, you legend. You ready?
I'm ready.
Most spiders can run up to 2 miles per hour. If spiders were the same size as adults, they could run up to 140 miles per hour.
It's because they've got 8 fucking legs.
Meow.
I could run 140 miles an hour with 8 legs.
All you'd see is
140 miles an hour.
140.
Oh, can all spiders run up to 2 miles an hour?
So if you listened with your listening
It said
ears,
most.
Most. Not all then. Most.
So what about the other ones? Are they faster or slower?
They're not 2 miles per hour.
So are they faster?
No, your question was can they all?
Yeah.
No.
So are the ones
Most.
that, so are the ones that can't do 2 miles an hour faster or slower?
I don't know.
Okay. Luton's called bullshit. A human-sized spider can't run 140 miles an hour, apparently. Martin Easton is called bullshit. Hey, Martin, how's it going, dude? Lucy decides she wants to come.
What?
September.
Oh, September. Okay.
September? I believe it.
Do you remember?
Spider-Man can't run that fast. Exactly. He's a human-sized spider. He can't run 140 miles an hour.
No, he's not a spider, is he?
Well, chat mostly believes you. That
It's
one
true.
seems. Well, I mean, you say that, but you've presented many facts to this court. I think often we found them wanting, Luce. I don't entirely think just because you said it on a stream makes it true. What's he done?
Smarvin?
Oh, he gifted, he faced-ed, and then he super chatted. What a legend. I mean, he did it the cheapest fucking way possible.
Hat trick's a hat trick.
About to head back to hospital. Sunspate night hooked up to a drip. Hope he's doing well, Jake. Keep us updated in things, mate, please. 8-Legged Freaks is the best giant spider movie. Never watched it. Anywho, thank you so much. We're going to wait for Jake's stuff to come through, but thank you so much for the gifted Smarvin to get us up to 116. Thank you so much for the super chat, and thank you so much for the super sticker. You guys have hit the normal super chat target just about. Thank you so much for that. You've hit the membership target just over. Thank you so much for that. As always, you lot are fucking incredible.
Best
And
chat.
you literally allow Lucy and I to keep doing this. So thank you so much. You're amazing people, right? Amazing, amazing people. That's it for us this week, which is the last week in July, the start of August. We're in August. It's mad. Thank you for the face. I think their weight would slow them down. Yeah, I don't feel like it converts scientifically. They would need some serious muscle structure.
Imagine the webs. Oh, I have another spider fact. If a spider's
Web had the thickness of a pencil, it could stop a plane in flight.
Believe it. I believe that one.
and the little animation, the plane went boing.
That shit stops me.
I'm awake.
You are. You are. Thanks so much for the tea. That stuff's fucking... I believe that one.
Well, my topic didn't work because yesterday was National Spider-Man Day. And I thought, well, Ben's got a couple of Spider-Man costumes. So if he wants to spend the day dressed as Spider-Man, who am I to stop him doing that? But what a fantastic opportunity to take the fear out of arachnophobia a bit and kind of talk about how cool spiders are. That didn't work. We ended up seeing spider porn and a black widow killing the mate, and then a trapdoor spider, which didn't help, and then a Goliath bird-eating spider, which none of us are definitely sleeping tonight.
I've held a Goliath bird-eating spider.
Poor Liam. James sleepwalks. I sleepwalk. We're yet to find out about Ben, so tonight's the night that you're on night shift.
I've held a Goliath bird-eating tarantula.
They're a foot
Yeah, they're
long.
fucking huge. It walked across my hands. It's fucking massive.
Yeah, I shouldn't have shown.
I love them. I fucking love spiders. Spiders are the one. Spiders are the one thing, chat. Spiders are, we walk into like our bathroom, our ensuite bathroom, or whatever, and there's this big fucking spider on the wall. And I'm like, hello, mate. Because I'm here's my mind, right? Spiders, less flies, less mosquitoes. Them motherfuckers are going to save me from getting pissed off by buzzy things. You, Mr. the Spider, very, very welcome. Then do the ablutions. Go. Luce goes in.
Superb news, Luce. You shall be wined and dined, and Liam says you can't wait to pick out your tweed outfit and formal dinner wear for the event.
Yeah, that's my tweed. She's holding a gaze, which is, I don't know if you're being serious.
I wanted to do the topic and talk about the webs and how if you see a dusty web, the spider's long gone, because spiders are constantly repairing their webs, so they're kind of clean, and they'll take their whole web down and build a whole new one. So they're pretty cool, and how strong spiders... I have another fact.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Spider silk can be used in bulletproof vests.
She's fucking throwing them out tonight, chat.
But how cool are all these facts? And then I made the foolish mistake of the trapdoor tarantula, the Goliath bird eating, and the black widow
I love
spider.
the Goliath.
And
fucking incredible. I would 100%, without doubt, get rid of that guitar there, put a tank, and have a Goliath behind us. If you would allow it.
No.
Hashtag Spider Fund.
No.
Yes.
No. And every time
Gary, I'd call it Gary the Goliath.
Every time we talked about a spider, it was, do they live in our country? No, none of these spiders are naturally in our country, so they could be in our country. They'd be in controlled environments. Could they escape? No.
I'd call it Gary. It would live behind us here. I'd love a Goliath.
No. Have you seen the trapdoor spider practice if its trapdoor opens smoothly? It just kind of goes...
Dirt says, spiders kill so many things that could kill me here in the Mojave Desert. Exactly. Ghastly, however, says, I have a fact. My skin is starting to crawl. That's how Spider-Man survives the enemy. Spider equals unsub. Right, anyway. Like I said, thank you so much for your incredible support this week. Thank you so much for your amazing support throughout July. You are amazing. We love you dearly. Best chat, like we say all the time. We're now breaking for the weekend, and I'm going to try and have a couple of days of chilling out. I do, however, have to do my accounts tomorrow. But we've got to do that, and then I can probably relax for a bit. Lucy and I are going to watch a film on Amazon tomorrow night, a World War film. I can't remember what it's called. I can't remember what it's called.
What are we doing?
Watching that film tomorrow night.
Oh, it's an ungentlemanly...
Something, Dark Side. Yeah, that one. So I'm going to try and relax a little bit because I am fucking exhausted. And I mean, I am incredibly exhausted. So I'm literally going to go finish this, have a shower, go to bed, not have an alarm clock tomorrow, not have an alarm clock Sunday, and hopefully come back for you wonderful people on Monday fully refreshed for Great Hall Hobby. Spoiler, I will be painting something, I reckon. And I think what I'm going to do on Monday is try and paint that Dark Oath miniature. Or start painting that Dark Oath miniature. Because I want to. I might as well do that on stream, right? Have you seen the spiders that wear raindrops as hats? I haven't, no. Spiders are basically hydraulic. They don't use muscles, but instead move fluids around their body. They're fucking incredible.
Have you seen the peacock spider's mating dance?
Can I have a spider?
No.
If I put it here, though, and I look after
you
it...
silly goose asking for a spider.
You never come over here anyway.
Yes, I do. I hoover over there.
I'll hoover this bit.
No, you won't do it right.
I'll do it once a week.
No. Once a week?
That's all it needs.
No.
Unless she's molting, that's all it needs.
No.
You don't need to hoover every day.
I don't hoover every day.
I mean...
Not every day.
4 out of fucking 7 days.
That's not every day.
Hashtag Spider Fund.
Well, there we go now. So the Nighthaunt mic, I'm going to do most of the Nighthaunt in the airbrush for tabletop, I reckon. So I don't think that's going to be fun to watch me paint that. The Dark Oath miniature, however, I want to really try hard on that one. I want to be a super try hard, like Eddie, but less shit. Anywho, so we're back on Monday with the Great Hall Hobby Night. Tuesday, we're back with the AOS Liam and Joe show. And in the evening, we had a new person turning up. He's not new to YouTube, but he's new to the channel for playing. You know who's coming to play on Tuesday, Lise?
John!
I fucking love that human. He's coming to play Gloomspite on Tuesday. And then we've got a normal schedule. Wednesday, we turn with the Warhammer show. Thursday is the Liam and Joe show. Another live game of 40k. And then Friday, we'll be back here drinking more of this incredible Nidhogger mead. This stuff's available in the UK, by the way. I am about to be affiliated with them, if I can get him on the phone. Bottled in York. Also the official mead supplier of Warhammer World. But this is just me shouting out because it's actually really nice. Nothing else. Right? Okay. Once a week, that's a bit much. Yeah, I know, it's a lot, isn't it? Unless she's molting. If she's molting, it needs to be every day. But anyway, anything you want to say before we go? You look like you're about to say something.
Are John and Brom in the same room on Tuesday?
No.
Oh, good.
No, that might break the internet.
Yeah, that can't happen.
Yeah, right. Not John McCardle, no. John as in John Stewart from VisiCast fame. If you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, go on YouTube after this and search VisiCast. Right? Perfect. Thank you so much, you beautiful human beings. I hope you have an amazing weekend. Keep us posted in Discord as to what you're up to, and we'll see you in the next one.